People don't give a rat's ass about the amount of protein, fat in your products. They want to know what the transformation would be if they took that product. And it's the same for coaching programs, if that's what you're selling. All the bells and whistles are great. If Tony Robinson's popping on, amazing. Love him. But what is your package going to give people? Hey, lovely. How's your week been going? So I know you asked me about attraction marketing the other day, and I wanted to take some time to chat about exactly what it is, how you can use it to build your online business, especially without having to do that spammy stuff that your upline Karen's told you to do and selling to family and friends. How does that sound? So 2 years ago, I don't know if you remember, I was so over my network marketing business. I was that chick making lists, sending copy and paste messages. God, I hope I didn't send one of those messages to you, did I? Ugh, cringe. I was tired of the list making. I was overlooking at people like they were a prospect instead of a human. And geez, don't get me started on the coffee meetups with that hidden agenda of making a sale. Fuck me. Now, of course, I'm a high achiever, and I know you are too. We're hungry for success, right? And I was willing to do whatever it took to create that freedom lifestyle. But then, as I said, it all started to feel a bit icky. I knew there had to be another way. And that's when I discovered the new way of marketing. And what's that new way? Well, as I said at the start, it's called attraction marketing. Have you ever heard of it? Well, today's your lucky day because I'm going to give you my 3 steps to my attraction marketing method. Are you ready? Now, this is absolute key. It is all about you and not the product. Now, say that again with me. It's all about you and not about the product. People buy you first and foremost. Take a quick minute to think about the last thing you purchased. It was from someone you knew, like, and trusted, right? Or a brand you know, like, and trust, like Nike or Reebok, whatever. It's the same with network marketing. It's all about rapport. How do you build that? Well, by showing up and sharing your journey. Stories, showing up as you, sharing the whole journey, not just the, this is what I see, and I know you don't do that, but I see a lot of network marketers and people in direct scales making all these claims about earning 10K, 2K, and I get it. I've been there. Last year I had a 5K day and a 2K day. But people have seen my journey. They know that I've been building that up. It just didn't fall from the sky and all of a sudden happened. It's a whole process, and people know, like, and trust me to share the whole journey and the truth. I really encourage you to just show up as you. What do you value? For me, it's fun, freedom, travel, health. So I share that, and people know, like, and trust me. I've got people coming to me that don't even really know what I do, but they're so excited to work with me. And that's what I really want for you. It's all about trust. And also, when it comes to sharing about your products and how they've helped you, share the transformation it's given you and what it can give to your ideal client. People don't give a rat's ass about the amount of protein, fat in your products. They want to know what the transformation would be if they took that product. And it's the same for coaching programs, if that's what you're selling. All the bells and whistles are great. If Tony Robinson's popping on, amazing. Love him. But what is your package going to give people? Is it more money, more energy, weight loss? Whatever the transformation is, focus on that. Now, how does that sound? Hey, hon, just wanted to quickly check in and see if you've checked out my 3-day attraction marketing masterclass yet. Now, I've designed this especially for you. It's a 3-day course that you can start right now, where I'm going to help you gain clarity on your ideal client, clarity on your branding, and help you get clear on the art of copywriting. So you can start waking up to messages from your ideal client instead of having to do those icky cold prospecting techniques that your uplines told you to do. Now, right now for you, it's only $97 US. That's a special just for you listening right now. The link is going to be in the details of this podcast. You're going to have lifetime access to the course, a private Facebook group where you'll have support from me and other entrepreneurial boss babes, and it'll be a chance where you can ask me questions as well. Link is going to be in the details of this podcast, but for now, let's get back to it. Next, this is my absolute favorite, and this is something I spent a lot of time going over with clients because ideal client work is never done. An ideal client, yes, we all have one. You're probably thinking, but Cherie, Karen, my upline told me this will be for everyone and everyone needs my product. They just don't know it yet. I was told that too, trust me. But don't be like Karen, hun. I'm sure she means well, but part of the secret sauce in attraction marketing is knowing your ideal client and knowing them well. Now, this is a quick top tip. Your ideal client is you at some stage in your life. Most likely the person you were before you started the business you're in now. So for me, my ideal client is someone that is over the old way of network marketing. They want more freedom in their life. They're overworking 18-hour days. They're a high achiever. They want more time with their family and friends. They want a quote unquote normal life, but they want to do it on their terms. So I'd love for you to take some time to work on this today, and let's just remember your ideal client is someone you're getting to know, and you won't know all the layers to this person right away, but you can, hypothetically meet up with her every day and get to know her better at any time. This is always a work in progress. I'm even always working on my ideal client. And to be fair, the ideal client network never stops. So where do you start? I encourage you to reflect back on where you were a few years ago before you started this business. What were your worries? What kept you up at night? What were your fears? What were you really afraid of? And what were your hopes and dreams? What did you dream of doing? For me, I dreamed of being able to freelance and live in Mallorca. I was desperate to just have a house that I could come back to that was always the same because I was so used to traveling all the time and changing boats. So that's what I dreamt of. I dreamt of having Christmas at home with my friends and family. I dreamt of being able to say yes to going to a wedding instead of sorry, I'll be on charter. So I'd love you to think about what is your ideal client's dreams? What do they want to do? What do they do for fun? What are their hobbies? Because what are they interested in? That is also going to be key for finding this ideal client. So as I said, you're going to want to come back to this a few times, but it's a really good start, right? I can't wait to hear more about your ideal client and who this epic person is. Also, give your ideal client a name. So then you can be, sort of chatting to them. I think it makes it a bit more, for me, it makes it a bit more human. So my ideal client's name is Sam, which is basically my initials. All right, last but not least, copywriting. This is something I've been studying over the years, and I absolutely love the art of copywriting. Now, mentioning this to you last, as the other two, your ideal client and your personal brand, need to be in place before copywriting really comes into play. The secret sauce to this is because if you don't know who you're talking to, then copywriting's kind of obsolete. The message won't be clear. You won't be attracting that ideal client. You won't be stopping that woman or man from the scroll hole that Facebook and Instagram has. You really want to trigger them, but in a good way or maybe a bad way. Triggering's not even a bad thing, to be fair. You want to trigger this person to stop scrolling. So in turn, you need to know who the frick that person is, and especially their fears, worries, hopes, and dreams. Now, this is one of my absolute favorite tips when it comes to copywriting. I've got so many, but I've got to hit the road. But quick tip, when you're writing a post, email, or Facebook ad, imagine you're speaking or writing a letter to your ideal client. Have a little think about, you might even want to meditate, bit woo-woo, yes, but whatever works for you, meditate, go for a walk. Personally, when I'm walking, I come up with my best ideas for copywriting. That's when I'm most creative. Think, what does this person need to hear right now? What is going to serve them? Because your copywriting, your posts, or your social media is about serving that person. So think, what do they need to hear right now? What's going to serve them? and then go write that letter. Now, I can't wait to hear the value you took away from this. Feel free to drop into my DMs at Instagram, cherieann.co. Ask me any questions you've got. But for now, let's make time to maybe catch up next week. But for now, lots of love from Fort Lauderdale.